Okay, I am going to go over a couple things. You're going to do a warm up with your quizzes here that I'm going to talk about. It's called warm up, but a lot of it's going to be very similar to what you're going to see in a little bit. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let me get my pen ready. Oops, let me clear that. So when I look at these problems, I got to make sure you get the idea. We're not going to do any exponents, so I'll delete those after this video, but we're going to just focus solely on transformations, only on transformations and what's going on. So a dilation is which of the following? We know this, right? Enlargement. Let me save this so you guys don't see all the answers right away. We've done this warm-up quite a bit, but I want to go down a little bit so you guys can see maybe the questions that you need a little bit more help on. The reflection. What's the line of reflection here? You may see this problem. Some of these problems you may see again. When you do this one, it's a little larger. I love this question because it talks about what's going on here. This one's actually not on there. I got to double check, but you have to figure out where the image is going. So let me go like this one right here. Again, the answer is there. It's annoying me. But if I click on it, there we go. Now, if I look at this problem, it wants to know what's the change that's happening, okay? This question I love because you're going to see it on the big benchmark in March, and then you're probably going to see a question like this on the major test in May. You guys all know you take a huge test called the SBAC in May. You didn't have to take it last year because of the COVID issue or the year before. So you haven't taken this test, I think, since 5th grade, which is pretty crazy. But you're going to be putting in your digit. It's going to go da 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 da, and you guys know the drill with that. But this question, you're going to start with this one. This is called the pre-image. This is called the image. And I want you guys to focus on taking any point. So if you want to take point C, great. If there were no points labeled, you would take this point and you would compare it to which point of these? You would have to compare it to the same location. So you would take this point C and you would compare it to this C. Okay, so if I take this C, what am I doing? Am I going to the right? It's a translation, so we're going to go to the right and down. Okay, how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and just making sure you see, what was it, translating 5 units to the right and 8 units down. Don't get confused. This is 5 units down. No, it was 8 units down. And that would be your answer. Okay. As we keep going through some of these, I think same idea. If you translated where would the new T be, you would zoom in. It's going to be bigger on your screen, so don't worry. Same idea again. Where is the new B going to be on this one? If we translate to new B prime, it's going to be, if B was translated to B prime to 4, -2. So over 4, down 2. How did you get there? That's what it's saying. From B, how did you get to here? You would go to the right 2, down 1, down 2, down 3, down 4, down 5, down 6. Right 4, down 6. Right 2, right 2, down 6. That's what it was. Right 2, down 6. Okay? Let me actually show you the real quiz, okay? So here's the real quiz I was going to print out for you. It's 30 questions. Don't freak out. You're going to have your little bar over here when you're working on it. Look how big the image is, okay? You're going to try to figure this out. So the number one right away is going to look just like what we just talked about. You're going to pick a point, maybe this E, and compare it to this E. Or pick F and compare it to this F, okay? Whatever you want to do, you got to compare apples to apples here, all right? Now, when you're taking the quiz, like number 2 only has A and B, on the format over here, when you have your answer choices, it may say A, B, C, D. Obviously, if there's no C, D offered, ignore those. Don't pick C or D. Just pick A or B. And we'll talk about this idea. Hopefully you know the difference between similar. Similar is like a big brother, little brother, all right? Congruent means they're exactly the same. Hopefully that helps a little bit. All right. As you keep going through this, take your time reading. I know they're kind of bunched together, but take your time. Dilation always produces a congruent figure. Interesting with the wording. All right. Now, this is great. Number 7. So number 7 may require you to use your patty paper, and we'll give you some more patty paper if you need it. For this one, how many degrees was the figure rotated? Now, which one's the first figure? Which one's the pre-image? You can tell there's no apostrophes here. And then which one's now the image? That's the image, the blue one, okay? So how did it get from here to here? Look at your answer choices, do the best you can. All right, scale factor, you know what that means, all right? Scale factor, that's what you're gonna change this coordinate under this factor. Shouldn't be too tough. The figure after a transformation has occurred. Hopefully you were listening to me, okay? Pre-image, image. All right, now, honestly, the rest of this test shouldn't be too tough. Let me just talk to you real quick again. Reflections. When you reflect, okay, I'm going to take the pen out because I don't want you guys to I'm not going to give a free answer. But if I had to reflect over the x-axis and I'm going to give you a new coordinate, and let's just say my coordinate is going to be 3, -10. Okay, we're going to say that's coordinate over the x-axis. That means the x doesn't change. X-axis reflection, the x stays the same, but the y would change. Okay, x-axis reflection, the x stays the same, but the y changes. All right, same idea with the y reflection too. Scale factor of 3, point C. There's point C. Do it with a scale factor of 3. All right, I think you guys are going to do great on this. I'm hoping that I see some really good data. I'm going to give you a warm-up quizzes, a live quizzes for you guys to take first. Do the best you can on that. Okay, let's just talk real quick about rules. 180 rotation, we did this 2 days ago. It's a complete change in coordinates. So let me just show you a complete change. So if my coordinate was 5, 8, all right, what would a complete change look like? -5, -8. Now, seeing this, what would the rule be? We talked about this in class, okay? Take your time. And same idea here, 180 degrees, complete change. All right, if something's negative, make it positive. All right, this has actually been on there again. It's okay. I really want to get that in your brain, so I have no problem doing that. We talked about this problem. Y-axis reflection, the y stays the same. Y-axis reflection, the y stays the same. X-axis reflection, the x stays the same. All right. Other than that, okay, you can reflect this. It might have to zoom in a little bit. A, B, C, D. Okay. And it wants to know 180-degree rotation about the origin. Where would coordinate A be? This one's A. All right. This is the last question on your test. You can use your patty paper if you need to. Best of luck, guys.